It's finally time for Carson versus Leo here in the second to last game of the regular season, and before we get into the action, let's recap the last few weeks. After dropping last week's game, Leo and the Trojans bounced back, first by beating Rutgers, followed by a dogfight against 7th ranked Washington, where he would domesticate the Huskies on the road, where now they're headed to UCLA as the 3rd ranked team in the nation. Carson had also remained undefeated, making easy work of Rutgers, where he would then head to Nebraska and pull off a nail-biter, avoiding a big upset. He would then go back home to comfortably beat Iowa and end the middle of the season with an impressive win over the 5th ranked Huskies. Coming into the matchup at an impressive 9-1 and 10-0, being the 1st and 3rd seed, with these two teams also being a lock for the Big Ten title, guaranteeing us at least 2 battles against these Heisman frontrunners with a possibility for a 3rd in the playoffs. Now that you've got the rundown, comment down below who you think will come out on top, and without further ado, it's time for game 1.
USC's going to go ahead and get the ball first, where they go with the running back screen. O'Neal's going to pick up some blocks and pick up a good gain of yards to go ahead and get them inside the red zone, where Leo's going to step back on the 2nd and 1 and find his tight end to set them up with the 1st and goal right at the 7-yard line, where he's going to go ahead and use his legs and get into that end zone and give USC the first score of this game. Carson King, how will you respond? He's going to go ahead and get sacked on his first play of offense, and it's going to be back-to-back sacks for the Trojans, making it a 3rd and 22, where he's actually going to lob it up, and he's going to find Loya beating his man. They're going to get sacked 2 plays in a row, but then get it back, and he's going to take it all the way to the crib to go ahead and tie this game up at 7 apiece, and I feel we have a shootout on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go with the read option right here. Leo's going to get this ball, make a spin move, and pick up about a gain of 16 right there. UCLA's finally going to fight back and slow down the momentum, though, as they're going to get their first sack of this game for about a loss of 11, so on 2nd and 22, Leo's going to go ahead and get it right back. He's able to find Hudson wide open over the middle. He's going to weave his way down the field to get them right back inside the red zone, where Leo's going to find Branch wide open. That's that 1-to-1 connection for the first time this game. He's going to go ahead and dive up into the end zone to give the Trojans the lead right back, but Carson's not going down without a fight. He's going to drop back right here. He's going to find his receiver Gilmore on the 3rd and 10 to pick up the clutch first down to go ahead and move the chains for the Bruins. 3rd and 13, another 3rd down, and they're actually going to be forced to punt the ball for the first time this game. Trojans are in Bruin territory. Let's see if Leo can go ahead and make this a 2-score game. He's going to pick up the first down with his legs on the read option and then drop back and find his receiver wide open, making the diving catch. Hudson is going to make a big play right there, and then they're going to go with the read option. He's going to go ahead and muscle up, break a tackle, and walk into the end zone to go ahead and put USC up by 14. Carson, we're going to need you to go ahead and score right here. He's going to find Sturdavant over the middle of the field on the in route to get them across the 50-yard line. He's actually going to be dropping back, and USC is going to play perfect man-to-man coverage, forcing yet another sack on this game. And the very next play, he's actually going to have to eat another sack. They're forced to punt back-to-back possessions, and now Leo's just trying to go ahead and get a 3-score lead going into the half. He's going to then hit McCree on the drag, where he's going to go ahead and throw off Davies and pick up another first down for the Trojans. So with the shallow cross concept right here, and Leo's able to find Hudson again for another big catch, as he's had a big first half, and they're actually going to get backed up to a 3rd and 12, where he's forced to take a check down, so the Bruins are actually going to hold the Trojans to 3. A minute and 30 left until the half. Carson is desperately trying to cut into this lead. He's able to find McCullough over the middle of the field. 2nd and 10, Trojans are playing pretty good defense, so Carson's just going to go ahead and tuck it and take it himself, picking up another huge gain of about 20 on the ground. We're getting points here would be huge, as they also receive the second half kickoff, and he's going to do that right here. Carson's going to walk into the end zone untouched, so now USC only has 50 seconds left. Leo's going to try to go ahead and get it all in one play, as McCree's going to be wide open over the middle of the field. He's going to pick up some big yards to guarantee USC at least 3 points headed into this half, where they're already up by 10 points, and Leo's going to go ahead and try to make it 7. He's going to go ahead and dive for the end zone, where he's going to get stopped at the 1, but they're going to call his number again, and he's going to get it easily on the QB sneak, extending the Trojans lead even further. But with 16 seconds left, Carson isn't giving up on the half yet. He's able to find McCoy, and he's going to go ahead and burn the Trojans defense all the way into the end zone, only put UCLA down by 2 scores as they receive this second half kickoff. Let's see if they can go ahead and tie up this football game. Carson's going to drop back and find his receiver Gilmore wide open in the middle of the field. He's going to try to follow it up with a big play, going deep to Sturdavant. He's able to make a tough catch over the safety, giving them a 1st and goal, where Carson's going to go ahead and find McCullough again. He's going to fall into the end zone and only put UCLA down 3 points headed into the latter part of this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 10, Leo's looking, and he can't find anybody open, so UCLA is going to get a big stop. Now they have a chance to take their first lead of this game. Carson's going to drop back. He's going to go ahead and use his legs yet again in what has proved to be one of the best dual threat battles of the season. Carson's going to then find his tight end to go ahead and give them the 1st and goal, where they go with the read option, and he's going to get to the edge and get tackled right outside the red zone, and he's going to go ahead and get himself his own QB sneak, giving UCLA their first lead of this game, as Carson is going to go ahead and hit the Heisman pose, making a statement here as we're drawing toward this 4th quarter. Leo's going to try to take this lead back, trailing for the first time in this game. He's able to hit McCree for a 1st down, but a few plays later, after getting sacked, 3rd and 14, he's going to go for it all, and Robinson's unable to come up with the catch over the DB. So the Bruins are actually going to get the ball back here, and now they can take a 2-score lead. Carson's going to spin to the outside and make the defender look absolutely stupid, picking up a big 1st down, where the Trojans will go ahead and fight back right here, getting a sack, make it a 3rd and long, and then their pressure would come in yet again, hitting Carson as he throws, forcing the Bruins to punt the ball right back, where they're actually going to pin Leo all the way back at the 3-yard line. He has 4 minutes to go 97 yards and go ahead and win this game. He's dropping back back on a 1st and 10, where he's able to find forward on the in route, making a tough catch while getting hit. Nearing midfield, he's going to actually go ahead and take a sack right here. That's UCLA's 6th sack of this game, and they're going to go ahead and make it 7 the very next play, making it a 3rd and 28, almost 3rd and impossible, but Leo's going to go ahead and do the impossible, finding McCree again over the middle of the field to pick up a gain of over 30 and move the chains. In this 4th quarter, headed to the 2-minute warning, he was able to extend the play with his legs and then find Hudson wide open on the sideline, where he's going to go ahead and set them up with the 1st and goal, trying to go ahead and put this game away late on a 3rd and goal. Leo's then able to find Hudson once again wide open in the end zone, and as Robinson points to the ice in his veins with only 2 minutes left, Carson King, how will you respond? Will USC be able to hold on to this lead, as Carson's going to break a tackle and get a big 1st down, headed to the 2-minute warning? We're on the other side. He's going to go ahead and find Loa. He's going to pick up a nice block from Sturdavant and get them into enemy territory, where Carson's going to use his legs yet again. Over 100 yards rushing on this game, as well as he's been balling out through the air. It's just been a battle between some of the best quarterbacks in the nation, and Carson's going to keep using his leg, getting them inside the 10-yard line. We're on a 3rd and goal. He would actually get sacked. They're going to go ahead and kick 3 and tie up this game. USC is going to try a last-second prayer to go ahead and win it, but it would prove to no avail, as the Bruins would get this last interception, and we're going to be headed into overtime. What a way to decide this first matchup, as Carson's going to go ahead and go down right here. 2nd and 10, he's dropping back. He's going to hit Sturdavant in the hands, but he's not going to be able to make this catch. That was a big play, because on this 3rd and 18, they're going to go ahead and get boxed, and it's going to be a 4th down, 4th and 1 for the game, and USC is actually going to stop them on the QB sneak. That play has been money all season long from short yardage, but the Trojans dropped their nuts, so now Leo can win this game right here. He's going to roll to his right and find Branch. 1-1 is going to come up big in this overtime period, but Leo's going to go ahead and roll to his left and get the game-winning touchdown on the Bruins. It was back and forth all game long. The Bruins made a comeback, but ultimately Leo would have the last laugh as they secured the victory belt in a 44-38 victory, as Leo looks superhuman, and man, that game was so good. I want to see it again. So we're going to go ahead and go to the Big Ten championship game right here. Number 1 USC versus number 6 UCLA. Leo's going to pick up right where he left off. He's going to go ahead and bomb this one down the field, and Branch is going to absolutely fry his man, taking it all the way into the end zone, starting this game off with the uno-to-uno connection, giving the Trojans the first score of this game, where Carson's going to go ahead and strike right back. First play of the Bruins possession, Sturdavant's going to go up top and fry his man to go ahead and tie up this game at 7. We're going to have another shootout, ladies and gentlemen. Leo's going to go ahead and pick up this 1st down with his legs on a clutch 3rd and 12, where he's then going to follow it up by using his legs again. Leo and Carson just keep going hit for hit, throw for throw, run for run. These games are absolutely amazing, as Leo's going to go ahead and get another 1st down to Hudson, where he's going to find Hudson wide open again to set them up with the 1st and goal. He's going to roll to his right, outrunning the defensive end. He's going to take it all the way into the end zone for his 1st rushing touchdown of this game. Something tells me this won't be the only one, as the Trojans take a 7-point lead. UCLA is going to get the ball back and go with this play action, where they're actually going to get sacked, and here's where the defense would start to come to play. UCLA is going to allow yet another sack to force a 3rd and 25, and then a 3rd sack in a row to go ahead and give the Bruins nothing on this drive. They're going to go ahead and punt it, and then Branch is going to get an amazing kick return, putting USC right at the red zone, where they go with the read option, and Leo's going to pick up some nice blocks into the inside. Oh my gosh, he's going to take it all the way into the end zone for his 2nd rushing touchdown of this game, looking similar to the last, as now the Bruins are down 14 once again. Carson's going to go ahead and find his tight end, trying to get some points before this half. He just sprint out to his right on the 2nd down. Trojans are going to play good pass coverage, but they forget to account for his legs, as he gets yet another 1st down on the ground. After an incompletion, Carson's going to try to dial it up again, but he's going to get sacked not once, but twice again in a row, as this Bruins offensive line has not been much help these past 2 games, and now Leo's going to get the ball back and have a chance to go ahead and get some points. He's going to jump over a nigga and pick up a big 1st down on the ground, where he's going to follow it up by rolling to his left and throwing off of his back foot to the tight end McCree. Leo might have to go ahead and get drug tested after this game. He's been playing absolutely ridiculous. He's going to keep it going by rolling to his right yet again, diving in once again for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the 1st half, as they go up 3 touchdowns, but Carson's going to go ahead and finally trim down that lead. He's going to find Sturdavant for his 2nd 1-play touchdown of this game, and now the Bruins are desperately looking for a stop headed to the half on a 3rd and 8, which they're actually going to get. They're able to come up with a huge sack right here, so with only 40 seconds left, the Bruins are going to go ahead and make this only a 7-point game. Carson is going to find McCoy, and he's going to absolutely fry the safety and take it all the way into the end zone, where the Bruins are also going to receive the 2nd half kickoff, but USC is going to get this 1st stop. Back on offense, Leo's able to find forward on the out route for another 1st down. As this offense has been looking unstoppable, Leo's going to pick up yet another 1st down with his legs. Over a $150 on the ground for Leo on this 3rd and goal. He's going to scramble again and get his 4th rushing touchdown of this game, and it's only the 3rd quarter. Leo's pulling out all the stops, and Carson's gonna have to try to fight back. He's able to find Loa over the middle of the field, and then use his mobility to extend this play to hit Makoa down the field to put them back in the red zone, where he slings it out to the running back, and he's able to beat his man, break a tackle, and dive into the end zone to only make this a 7-point game once again. Leo Grimes, how are you respond, my boy? He's gonna go ahead and use his legs once again, making the defender look silly with the spin move, as he's up to over 200 yards rushing, headed to the end of the 3rd quarter, as he's able to hit McCree for another 1st down. Start of the 4th on a 3rd and 9. They're actually going to get stopped, and they're going to be out of field goal range. So this is Carson's chance to tie up the game as he's able to pick up this first down, lowering his shoulder. He's then able to find Pierre in the flat for yet another first down as they're moving with some pace, and he's able to hit Sir David to get them to the 26, where they then go with the halfback. He picks up a nice block from this guard, and Jones is able to get them another first down. They're getting about 10 yards a pop, but they go with the read option, and Carson's going to make a defender look silly, hitting the spin move as he gets tackled into the end zone, tying up this game at 35 apiece late in the fourth quarter. So with only a minute left, let's see if Leo has some magic left. He's going to go ahead and pick up another first down, absolutely abusing that spin move this game as he's trying to secure himself a conference championship. They're able to give it to O'Neal, and he breaks a tackle to give them yet another first with 39 seconds left. Time is running down. Leo's going to roll to his left. He's actually going to end up throwing an interception. UCLA is going to get the stop they need with only 30 seconds left in the game. The Trojans defense will go ahead and put up a good fight, forcing yet another overtime. Second overtime in a row. Leo senses pressure. He's going to go out the back door, outrun some defenders, and then find McCree wide open at the 2-yard line, where they go with the direct snap, and O'Neal's just going to dive straight into the end zone. UCLA needs 7 to keep this game going. Carson's going to have a wide open receiver, but the line's not going to hold up on this third down. So 4th and 7 for the game. Carson, what do you have in you? And he's going to throw an interception. He's going to drop 2 games in a row to Leo as USC and the Trojans come out on top in the Big Ten championship behind another amazing performance by Leo. Headed into the playoffs where Leo would actually get a first round bye. Someone would have to play New Mexico State, but this would be a filler as he was filled with rage, ready for the revenge game, as we're going to see this matchup for the 3rd and final time this season in the Rose Bowl. We're going to start off with this ball where Branch is going to make a tough catch in traffic, and then they're going to follow it up by going with the read option. It looks like Leo's still on his bullshit. He's going to spin to the outside, making a defender miss, and he's going to juke to the inside, making another miss to finish off the run and giving USC their first 7 of this game. I don't think y'all boys will ever see more offense in the video as Carson's going to go deep, and he's going to find Loa beating his man, and now just like that, UCLA is already across the field themselves. Carson's going to use his legs for the first time this game and hit that spin, but after 2 sacks on a 3rd and 21, Carson's going to go ahead and find McCullough to make it a 4th and 1, where they're actually going to go for it. They go with the QB draw, but USC is actually going to stuff it. It seems like UCLA can never get those first points on the board as USC is now driving back down the field to extend this lead. Leo's going to find his tight end, and then he's going to display perfect pocket presence, stepping up to find O'Neal out of the backfield, and then after a sack on first down, he's going to go ahead and get the yards back, finding his number 1 target on the crosser for another first down, and then he's going to drop back and find his boy Hudson to give them a 1st and goal. But UCLA is actually going to make a big play right here on this 3rd and goal, blow up the speed option, pushing USC all the way back and forcing them to only take 3. So now as this first half is coming down to a close, Carson has a chance to go ahead and at least get 7. He's able to find Sir David on the slant. He's going to find his tight end on the next play. As the Bruins are moving down the field, Carson's going to get outside the pocket, steal Leo's move, and spin to the inside and go ahead and get his first rushing touchdown of this game. They're both on the board with 1, but Leo's going to go ahead and try to get some points before the half. For some reason, McCree is always wide open over that middle of the field as he's able to hit him again, and then he's going to go ahead and use his legs to juke to the outside and set them up with a 1st and goal, where he's going to continue to use his legs and get yet another rushing touchdown. And Leo's going to get drug tested after this game, man. There's just no way that he's just scoring every single touchdown. Carson might have to piss in a cup too as he's going to bomb it down to Loya as the half is coming to an end to go ahead and get that touchdown, but then Leo's going to go ahead and fire right back, stepping up in the pocket and finding Hudson. They're both definitely going to need to pee in a cup after this game. They've been balling out for 3 weeks straight, and Leo's going to keep it going right here. He's going to spin to the outside and pick up some huge yards as they're trying to get points before this half, but the Bruins are finally able to slow them down a little bit, getting a sack right there on 2nd down, and then another one on 3rd, forcing them to take 3, but now UCLA is actually trying to scrape together some points. Only 20 seconds left. Carson's going to pick up a big gain on the ground, and he's going to drop back. He's going to find his slot receiver wide open over the middle of the field. He's going to get tackled just short, but it's going to be just enough time for them to spike the ball to kick the field goal and only go down 3. Receiving the second half kickoff, they're going to go with the read option, and Carson's going to spin to the outside. He's going to take this one all the way to the house for yet another rushing touchdown. Carson and Leo are just taking turns going blow for blow and band for band in this Rose Bowl matchup. Leo's going to go ahead and keep it going. He's going to find Robinson. He's going to juke to the outside. He's tackled just short of the end zone at the 5-yard line, where Leo's able to find his tight end wide open in the back of the end zone to go ahead and take their lead back. As we have our 3rd back and forth shootout of the video, Carson's going to use his legs right here to pick up another big gain as he has over a $120 on the ground. He's going to go ahead and drop back and find his slot receiver wide open again. McCullough has been making some huge plays in this playoff game right here, getting them the touchdown to get their lead right back, but USC is going to get a solid kick return to put them around the 50, and then Leo's going to hit his running back. He's then going to tuck it and run on the 2nd and 10, where he's going to pick up another gain of about 15 yards. Leo's over 100 on the ground as well, where they go with the read option. He's going to go ahead and get tackled into the end zone. I'm pretty sure Leo has like 6 or 7 rushing touchdowns over 2 weeks so far. Carson, how will you respond? They're down 3 in this 4th quarter. Another game coming down to the wire as Carson shows pristine pocket presence, and he's able to find his receiver late on that in route to get a 1st and goal, where he's going to find his tight end wide open on the hitch route to give UCLA the lead back late in this game. But Leo's not going to go down, obviously. He's going to go ahead and hit Robinson on a 3rd and 8 to go ahead and pick up that clutch first down, and he's going to roll to his right, spinning back to the inside and picking up another first down on the ground. He's going to follow it up by finding O'Neal out of the backfield, and he's going to juke to the outside to give them a 1st and goal. With the next play, Leo's going to get yet another rushing touchdown, walking into the end zone untouched as USC is going to take the lead late in this 4th quarter, where Carson's going to try to
find his receiver, but USC is going to make a great play, so they're forced to go for it on fourth. The receiver's going to get bumped as he tries to throw. Let me know down below if that looks like a pass interference, but unfortunately, that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Bruins are going to go ahead and hold the door. They're going to get this stop right here on 3rd and 7 and burn their final timeout. So with only 43 seconds left, Carson is down 6. Can he complete the comeback of a lifetime? With only 26 seconds left, he's going to go ahead and scramble and pick up some huge yards to get them inside the red zone, but they don't need 3, they need 7. He's going to drop back on this 1st and 10 and actually get sacked with no timeouts left. So with only 9 seconds on the clock, Carson is going to drop back and his receiver's not going to be able to make the tough catch. 3 seconds left, game on the line, and Carson's going to find his receiver wide open. Makoa is going to get another big play on this game to go ahead and tie up this game, and pending the extra point, Carson just pulled off a miracle against Leo, but the computer is actually going to miss the kick. So we're headed to overtime for the 3rd time of this video. Leo's going to drop back and find forward to set them up with the 1st and goal, and then 2 plays later, he's going to try to dive for the end zone, but they're going to get stopped at the 1, but he's just going to go ahead and take the QB sneak in himself, giving him another rushing touchdown. So Carson's going to have to respond. They go with the read option. Carson's going to juke to the outside and pick up a 1st down. They go with the swing pass, and Harden's going to be able to walk into the end zone untouched. Go ahead and tie up this game as we head into the 2nd overtime period where UCLA will start. Carson's going to set them up right outside the red zone with this run. We're on a 3rd and goal. He's going to find Makoa yet again for his 3rd touchdown on this game to go ahead and now give UCLA their first lead of this game. But Jones is going to be wide open in the end zone to give them the 8-point lead. Leo's going to go ahead and have to get a touchdown and a 2 right here to keep this game going. He's going to be able to outrun the defensive end and then make a defender miss to put them at the 5-yard line. He's going to find Ford wide open on the drag for the touchdown, and pending the 2-point conversion, we're going to be headed into our 3rd overtime period of this game, and with the halfback direct, we're going to do just that. 59 apiece, and then O'Neal's going to go ahead and make it 61. We are currently in the 3rd overtime period, and it is now 61 apiece. 4th OT, Carson's going to go ahead and run it in himself to go ahead and extend this lead. Leo's going to roll to his right, not seeing anything. He's going to try to get it himself, and by the nose of the football, he's going to fall in to go ahead and make it 3 apiece. Head into the 4th overtime period where UCLA is actually going to get a stop. So if Carson can go ahead and score right here, that will be the game. He's going to drop back. He's trying to buy as much time as possible, and he's finally able to find Sir David in the end zone, and UCLA is finally going to take their monkey off their back, lose it straight to USC, but beating them when it matters the most in the playoffs to go ahead and move on to the semifinal, as Leo did get the best of Carson in the regular season. But behind these 8 touchdowns, Carson is 1 game away from a national championship with only Klubnik in the Cotton Bowl standing in his way. They're going to start this game down 7. He's going to try to break a sack, but another person would get free to make it a 3rd and 18. He's going to take his 2nd sack in a row, forcing UCLA to punt, and then Clemson is going to score again. UCLA is always having these slow starts, having to fight from behind, as Carson is able to find Makoa right here. They desperately need some points after a shutout in the 2nd quarter, and they're going to go ahead and get them right here. Carson's going to pull it down and fall into the end zone for their first touchdown of this game, but Clemson's going to go ahead and score again. Head into the half, the Bruins need some points right here, and Carson's going to use his legs again to go ahead and bail them out, getting them inside the red zone with about 40 seconds left. He's trying to go ahead and get a touchdown. He's able to find Sir David wide open on the in route, and he's going to celebrate into the end zone as UCLA is only down 1 score. And they get the ball to start this 2nd half. So Gilmore's going to catch this pass and break a tackle to go ahead and give them another 1st and goal, where Carson is actually going to force the ball in traffic. It's going to get deflected and bounce in the air, and Jones is actually going to come up with it, giving UCLA their first lead of this game on a crazy play. Wouldn't have it for long as Clemson would get 3. So now they're down 2 points headed into this 4th quarter. Can Carson mount another comeback as he's able to find Sir David on the corner route, and he's going to be able to find him again on this 2nd and inches to set them up with the 1st and goal, where they just give it to the running back, and he's able to get into the end zone to go ahead and give them this lead. But Clemson will go ahead and get 7. But with a minute and 30 seconds left, Carson is going to have to pull a comeback again. He's able to rocket it to Sir David, making a perfect throw, but Sir David can't hold on to it. That might end up being a big miscue right there, as he's then going to get sacked on a 2nd and 10. 3rd and 18, they need this to keep the drive alive, and Carson's going to make a clutch play, finding Gilmore on the crosser, getting hit as he throws to get them across the 50-yard line. But then 2 plays later on a 3rd and 12, Carson's going to take a sack to make it a 4th and 21, and this play is going to be for a chance at the national championship, as Carson's going to get hit as he throws. The line's unable to hold up, and Carson is going to lose the Cotton Bowl in a heartbreaker, ending both of these quarterback seasons.